Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is coconut crumble. It's actually my favorite of the coffees that I bought in the box at Ollie's. So today it's 37 right now. High's going up to 47, but it's gray and overcast. So it's really weird coming in the kitchen this morning and there's no stuff on my table. It's nice, but there's just something missing. All my junk. Oh, not to worry, it'll be back before long. But it is nice having a clean and clear kitchen table. It seems like 75% of my day centers around the kitchen table, which is good, I guess. But anyway, I have to do some more planting today, get my little Meyer lemon seedlings in some dirt before they start to mold, and then do a check of all my little tiny seedlings that I have growing. They're not doing much, they're just kind of sitting there, but they'll start growing when it's warmer. So I had a very, very nice visit with my family yesterday. I wish they would come over more. I miss them. But these days everybody is so doggone busy because of daily life. It's the way it has to be. Nobody wants to lose their job, so they have to do a good job. At least my kids do. They work hard. No slackers. Everybody in my family's hardworking. I guess it's a legacy that was passed down from my grandparents and parents. My parents, when we immigrated here, yes, we're immigrants. We came in the right way. When we immigrated here, they had nothing, absolutely nothing. And even though they didn't get to millionaire status, they bought a beautiful home, and they instilled in all of us, in me and my children, because my children spent a lot of time with them, to work hard for what you want. And you can see it with my mom, who's going to be 94 this month. She just keeps right on going. Her philosophy is, if you let up and don't keep going, that's going to be the end of you, and I think she's right. So let's give the coffee a try. I have a different mug today. I thought I'd start using a couple of my other mugs, but I do miss my green mug, so I'll end up going back to that eventually. But cheers. I like orange and green together. I have my living room, as you know, is orange and green, same colors. And my kitchen has a lot of orange and green. I think they're very cheerful colors. Even though a lot of my paint in the house, the wall paint, is darker shades, I think the orange and the green add a beautiful pop of color. And it's very 70s, so it also reminds me of my youth. All right, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee at my clean kitchen table, and then I will meet you at the budget book. Yay! Okay, time to take a look at the budget book. So today is Sunday, April 2nd, and yesterday I did not spend any money. So I started the month off with a nice green check mark, and I'm not planning on spending any today. But sometime within this week, I'm going to have to get some stakes from Home Depot because I have to move my Dollar Tree towers, and I drilled holes in the middle of those to put a stake through. so that when the wind whips through here, like it does a lot, they won't all blow over and I'll have a garden all over the ground. So I do have to get some of those. I've ordered them from Home Depot before and used them to put up my fencing that I have up around my my garden and my little tiny backyard to keep my dogs safe. So they're metal. I don't want to just get the plastic stakes. I tried those, and they really don't hold the stack planters up as well as a metal one would. They bend, and it just doesn't work. I tried it, and even though they're cheaper, sometimes going the cheapest way isn't always the best way. You try the cheap way, and then if that doesn't work, you have to kind of upgrade to something a little more expensive. That's just the way it works. So anyway, to recap last month, I had 11 days of spending. That last week kind of did that in, with having to get the phone and some other expenditures, but I did have 20 days of no spend. I tried to keep the red X's as low spend as possible. So sometimes life happens. So I have high hopes that in April it'll be a little better. Now on the 12th, my granddaughter has a birthday, and on the 29th, my mom has a birthday. So of course there'll be expenses for that with birthday presents. So anyway, that is my budget book update so far. So far, so good. How are you guys doing? Are you still keeping track, or did you just kind of say, forget it? I know, I've done it before. All right, but this is going to keep me on track. All right, I'll be back, and let's have a little coffee chat. Well, good morning. I thought I would finish up my coffee with you guys today. Cheers. Just heated it up. I heat up my coffee all morning. I usually only have 1 cup a day. I used to drink coffee all day long. It doesn't seem to keep me up at night, so even if I drink it after dinner or something, it doesn't really affect my sleep. But all that acid is not good for my reflux and stomach issues. So I'm just sitting here. I did that nice big haul, seed haul from Dollar Tree, and I'm just sitting here putting all the seeds in order. So most of these seeds are going into my seed bank for next year's garden. So because I have a lot of seeds that I need to still use up from previous years. So these will be in a separate container that I'll put oxygen absorbers in, probably a glass jar, and put it in my fridge so that they're a consistent cool temperature. I usually keep my seeds in the garage, but the problem with that is, yes, it's cool in the winter, but in the summer it gets really hot in my garage if I have all the doors closed. So these will be for next year's winter sowing or garden. And I think I pretty much have most of the things that I want for next year's garden. So these, though, I bought. I've never planted these delphinium before, but I thought they're really pretty, so I'm going to still plant these in this year's garden. But this is plenty that I'll have left also for next year. And I'm not sure if these are perennial or if they reseed themselves. doesn't really, oh, it is a perennial. That's what I thought. So I don't need all these delphinium this year, but I'm sure, like even the perennials, some of them just don't come back. So part of those seeds will be going into my seed bank. So this morning, I'm just having a nice relaxing day since it's Sunday, and it's the Lord's Day to rest. So it's probably a good idea to follow directions when it comes to that. So the kitchen's still clean. I don't have to worry about that. The living room is cleaned up. I don't feel like getting into a big declutter project today, although there's plenty of that I still need to do. My seedlings up under the grow lights, some of them aren't looking too happy. I don't know if they're just getting too much light, or if, I mean, they don't have the true leaves on them yet, most of them. So I don't think it's an issue if they need to be transplanted, and they aren't real leggy, but I think I may have given them a little too much water. I don't know. I'm still learning too. You know, every plant is different. Every plant has its own needs, just like people. So, well, if I lose a few, I planted enough that even if I lose some, I'll still have plenty of things to put in my garden and to give to my daughter. So yesterday was a really nice day with my family. My son brought over some chicken for them, and I had some of my ultimate chicken from Gardein. So we all had a nice meal together, and then I asked him if he could maybe, if the weather is nice, if he could maybe come over next weekend and help my grandson move those city picker boxes for me. That would be awesome. But, you know, I don't want them to do it in the bad weather. It can wait until there's a nice day, which we are supposed to have one day that's sunny and 70, but windy. I think it's on Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes, because if it's too windy out there, it's, you know, it's not pleasant to work outside when it's like that. So I may just make today a pajama day. I have a lot of pajama days. Sometimes I figure, what is the point of changing into something else when I can just wear this and at the very end of the day just throw it in the laundry? And that saves on laundry too, because I really don't get a lot of unannounced company. In fact, I never do. You know, people always ask if, you know, it's a good time to come over or whatever. So, and I don't answer my door to strangers. You know, if people come selling something or knocking on the door, I just don't answer. I do the same thing with my phone. If it's a phone number that I don't know, I don't answer. And if you really want to talk to me, let me know who you are, and if I want to, I'll call you back. I don't answer any numbers that I'm not familiar with. In my phone, I have certain ringtones for certain family members and friends, and then I always put my contacts with the names of the people. So, you know, if somebody's calling me, I know exactly who's calling, and if it's a random number, I don't bother. You know, it's aggravating enough when they call, let alone when you have to talk to them, and half the time you can't understand what they're saying. You know, I mean, that is an annoyance, and I imagine as you get older, it's even more annoying, because sometimes your hearing isn't good. Now, I'm fortunate my hearing is still perfectly fine, but, you know, like my mom, her hearing is not good, and I have to repeat things and talk slowly. So you get these people that call you and they're blah, 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 you know, and it's like, what did they just say, you know? So, nothing against foreign people. I'm a foreign people, but I don't want to talk to them on a scam call. So, let me know in the comments below if you're starting seedlings and how it's going. We have a Facebook group, Ellen's Abundant Life on Less. There's a page and a private group. So if any of you want to join, give me a request and I'll authorize your membership. I guess that's what you would call it. But that's on Facebook. Lots of really nice ladies on there that post some really interesting things. You can post whatever you want. Things about gardening, things about your home, your hobbies, your crafts, you know, whatever you want to post on there is fine, as long as it's respectful. And because if you're not, I'll take you off. So anyway, I have to finish up my nails. I only got one coat on there. I like to put two. And then during the week when I get little chips, I just kind of, you know, put a little polish on there. And so that way I get about a week out of my manicure, which is no fuss. No fuss, no muss. I keep my cuticles pushed back as much as I can, and I just do that when I'm sitting. I just kind of push back my cuticles. So you know, it takes me no time at all to take my polish off, cut my nails a little bit, give them a little file, and, you know, 10 minutes and I'm done. So I'm still doing the whitening strips. I have one strip left, and so I'll put the results up when I'm done with that. I haven't seen any big huge changes, but my teeth were not that yellow to begin with. So if you have yellowing teeth, I think it might work. I do see a little bit of a result, but like I said, you know, if your teeth are already kind of whitened, you're not going to see as big a results as if you have really yellow teeth. But I do think 3 days isn't going to do it. That's just not going to work. I would pick up, you know, at least 2, if not 3 packs, because there's only 3 sets of strips in each $1.25 packet. Now I'm finding, and I'll go over this again when I post the update, but I'm finding that I like the coconut one much better than the charcoal one, because the charcoal one leaves all this black gook on your teeth when you're done. So the coconut oil one does not. So I think if I get them again, I'll stick with the coconut oil infused strips. But they stay on beautifully, you know, they don't slip off, or they are very tacky to put on. So, all right, well, I think that's all I have to talk about. If I have more to talk about, I'll be back a little later and we'll chat some more. All right, let me know what you're up to. Got to have a chat 2 ways. One-way chat isn't as much fun. So chat with me in the comments below. All right. Enjoy your beverage, whatever it might be. And I'll be back in a little bit. Sorry for all the short videos. of me playing with my phone, but I just could not get KineMaster to talk to the phone. I would make a short video and I just couldn't upload it. So I got that taken care of. I had to save the files, the video file in a smaller format, and now it works. So, but you know, I'm not a computer expert or a tech desk person, so I have to figure everything out by trial and error. So I'm having a cup of tea now. Cheers. But I do like a lot of the features on the new phone. So now that I can upload the videos from the new phone, I'll be using that sometimes too. Because I was worried that I would make a video and, you know, you put your time and your effort into it, and then I was worried that I couldn't upload it and then I wouldn't have a video for the day, or we couldn't visit. So anyway, that's working okay. Now I'm working on this lapel mic. It's a wireless one, and I can't get this working either. So the problem might be that it's not charged up enough. But you know, they have these little teeny tiny directions that you know, half the time don't make sense. So another trial and error thing. I'm going to keep fooling around with that too. But you know, it would be nice because then I could walk away, like way over there, and you could still hear me if I had the mic. And I couldn't use it with my last phone because, like I said, I looked like I was in a very badly dubbed movie, a foreign movie. So anyway, I'm just having leftovers tonight for dinner. I still have some of the ultimate chicken that I made yesterday, and I think I'm going to make that into a sandwich, and I have some of my yummy bean soup left. I need to eat that. This morning for breakfast, I just had a couple of thick slices of Walmart bread, the Italian bread. That's almost gone. And I just had that with a couple of nice pieces of cheese. The last blood orange, I finished that up. I still have some grapes left, but those are dwindling down to a precious few. But I do have some frozen fruit, and I still have some apples. I have a couple of apples left. So if need be, I'll just get a flash food box or just more grapes in the next few days. We'll see. Or maybe nothing. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long since I keep popping up on YouTube with different things. So that's all I have for you today, my friends. I'm going to have my tea. It's past 3 o'clock. It's going on 4 o'clock, and I didn't do a darn thing today except try and get my phone set up, and I did make progress, so that's good. I think I'm almost to the point where I've got it going on. So, all right, well, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.